I am an advocate of the Goldtruth Teens Foundation, and our foundation is committed to inculcating good morals and values, creating awareness around mental health, offering support and guidance for young people. I start with a story. Teresa. Hello. Hi. Can you hear me at the back? Yes. Teresa is a very pretty young girl, as pretty as that. She's very smart. She's the kind of classmate you would like to have because she's very lively. She had good friends around her. She was doing well in school. But at home, because her parents were very, very of high caliber in the society, they were expecting too much from her. They always mount pressure on her. You're not doing well, you're not doing this best at this, you're not doing this. Is someone who is really, really worshipped in school. But at home, she's being suppressed. She's being told disappointing, discouraging, depressing words every now and then. Slowly, low self-esteem began to creep in. When she gets home, she's always sad. When she's in school, she's happy. And this continued to the extent that she began to harm herself. There's what they call self-harm, where people deliberately harm themselves to distract their attention from whatsoever is what hurting them. She began to take, razor. She cuts herself, it bleeds, she covers it when she's at home to distract her from the what? The pain caused by her parents. And this continued. Her senior YA came around and she was no longer concentrating in school. The behavior of her parents from home affected her academic behavior, and then she dropped. The YA came in and she failed woefully. She brought the results to school to her home. And what happened? Hell broke loose. The parents, they used all manner of words against her. Her dad even hit her. She got into the deepest state of depression. And one very night, she cried and cried and cried. She went to the kitchen, she took a knife. She went to her room, wrote a letter, took the knife, and then she looked at the letter. Beside the letter was her cell phone. And on a second thought, she picked her cell phone. She called her best friend. She told her best friend, I'm at the point of killing myself. And her best friend said, you know what, I have a solution. And her best friend agreed to see her the next day, and they arranged for a therapy section. They arranged with a therapist. And then she started going for therapy. Do you know what a therapist is? She started going for a therapy. And she started going on for a therapy. The parents were not even aware that this was ongoing. She began to heal. She began to feel better. And one good day, 3 months into her therapy, she has healed, she has felt better. She was coming back home from her therapy section. She had an accident and she died on the spot. 2 months later, the therapist brought a letter to the family. This is a letter of, her advancement, because when you go to therapy, you're allowed to write, And she wrote a letter, this, I've been through this, my parents have caused me this, my parents have caused me that, but I'm healing, I'm in a better place. So she had pretty much healed, but she had an accident. And parents cried. They cried from pain of betrayal, they cried for pain of ignorance, they cried for pain of what? Blame, self-blame, because to an extent they were responsible for our deaths. Yes. So this brings me to our very, very topic for today. Choosing me. Self-love and awareness. Can you repeat that?
Choosing me, self-love and awareness.
Self-love is choosing yourself. What did I say?
Self-love is choosing yourself.
Am I communicating?
Yes.
Because if you grow in an environment filled with love, you give out what? You have problem with your friendship. Hello? When you have self-love, you have problem with keeping friends. Today you are quarreling with your friend. tomorrow you are quarreling with your friend because you are not stable within you. There's a possibility of depression. Yes. Who knows what depression is? Have you heard of depression before? Yes. So when you don't give yourself all the love you deserve, you have what? High possibility of what? Depression. Depression is a total point of sadness. Nothing matters. You are fed up. You resort to substance abuse, drug abuse. Drug and substance abuse could include what and what? Cannabis, cocaine, there are so many reasons. In fact, when you last love your, it could lead to what? Poor academic what? Performance. It could lead to shame. It could lead to low priority complex. You are walking on the road, you are walking like this because you are ashamed of yourself. I'm going to let you in on how to achieve self-love. How do you achieve self-love? How do you achieve self-love? What's the importance of achieving self-love? One, to build an esteem, to have better communication, to have better relationships, to do well in school, to be at the top of your game. You need to begin to say good and positive things to yourself. I know this might sound a little bit tricky. No matter how you are, no matter where you find yourself, always choose yourself. Always love yourself. Hello? Hi. Yes. You have to say positive things to yourself. So you need to forgive yourself. So many people are not forgiving themselves. Just like the lady I told, the young girl I told you that had pain. She had to go through a section with me. She hadn't forgiven what had happened. Right? And that's why she still hates herself. I don't know what it is that has happened in your life. What kind of abuse, maltreatment, sexual abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse. You know what verbal abuse is? Yes. When people tell you terrible things. Yes. Sometimes when people say terrible things, they don't know how long such a word can last in your what? I was having a therapy session and a grandmother, she's about 85 years. She told me what her husband told her about 40 years ago, and she started crying. Hello? So whatever it is, that has been told to you, every wrong thing, you need to forgive and let go. Someone you really liked told you, look at you, you are shapeless and ugly. Listen, you have to forgive it. You have to let it go. If you don't let it go, it will stay in your heart and you can't love yourself. You have to forgive your parents. Another one is to recognize your strengths. Hello? Do you like running? Do you like playing games? Do you like reading? Do you like making hair? What are those things that you do that make you happy? When you recognize them, you do them more often. If only it makes you happy, you have a problem. You have a problem. If only it makes you happy, you have a problem. Hello? If gossiping about other persons makes you happy, you have a what? Pursue your goals. What are your goals in life? I believe right now your goal in life is to excel in your academics, right? Yes. And prepare you for the university. And at the same time, your goal in life should also be to gather the skills, momentum, and knowledge you need to walk you through life. Hello? So you prioritize it. When you pursue, there's a proverb that says, an idle man is the devil's workshop. If you don't have anything to value, right, you become purposeless. Sometimes people be like, what's my purpose in this life? I'm going to give you a trick today. To find your purpose in life, look for things that make you excited. Good things, not bad things. If you find yourself, for example, you love to keep rats. Hello. You're always looking for rats and looking for lizards and looking for dogs, cockroach. Like you like animals. Probably you do that as a veterinary. To spend time with people who support support you. You have no idea how spending time with people who see your vision. Okay, for example, you say you want to become a fashion designer in life. Hello? You know people go to big schools for fashion design? Yes. She said she wants to be a fashion designer. She likes it. And she's already taking thread and needle to sew stuff, right? Yes. She has tied her purpose to that, right? Out of all the professions in the world, you decide to become a tailor. And she comes and she be like, since you really like this, you're going to do well. There are people who sold the president's dress, right? There are people who sold senators wear, right? Celebrities. I mean, you use it to cash out, right? Who should she spend time with? Please clap for her. Being assertive, being aware is knowing who amongst the two is profitable to what? So you need to be aware mentally, right? And if you don't spend time on yourself thinking, figuring out your life, you will not be what? Aware. Because all the time you have people around you and you are probably allowing them think for you. Do you understand? Hello? When you have too many people around you all the time, you will not have time to think for yourself. Especially when you are following. We are going to play ball. I will follow you. I want to buy. I will follow you. Now you are just being led. You don't have a will. You don't have a mind of your own. That's the problem. Make healthy choices. Give yourself healthy treats. Food or snacks you love to eat. Eat it. If there are sports you like to engage in them to set realistic expectations.